hi.
Hello. We realized the last time that we did this that there's a little delay. So
Yes.
I'm just like, let's chill for a second
Mm-hmm.
so that when it starts, I'm not cut off in the middle of a sentence.
Yeah.
For those rewatching.
Yes. Trying to give you the full experience of the Brit and Jen
The
experience.
full Brit and Jen experience, let me tell you. It is
Oh,
something. There we go.
knew that was going to be the case.
Did but you muted it. Right?
Yes. Just in time.
Perfect. I'm actually going to mute this one too, just in case.
Just in case. Just in case.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Thanks for watching. Do you want to do
Yeah.
a little intro?
I know. I'm going to do an intro. Are y'all ready? This is unrehearsed, like everything, a part of my life. So, welcome to my channel. My name is Britt of Not Bad Britt. I'm a crochet designer based out of Seattle, Washington. My pronouns are she and her, and welcome.
Oh,
That's all I got. Is that
that
good?
was a dramatic throw to
I
Jen.
know. Just
I love it. Hi, my name is Jen. My pronouns are she, her. You can typically find me on the internet as Knit Pearl or Making Co. So I have worked with Making in one way or another for a while, and right now Making is a video podcast for makers. And we'll link everything below. But welcome. Britt and I have talked a long time about doing some live podcasts together
mm-hmm.
so that we can interact with the community. Hello. Oh my goodness. Now it's my sisters here.
Oh, fantastic. Hey,
For
girl, hi.
every live we do, there must be a member of Jen's family.
I'm okay with it. The more the merrier. My mom will pop in here too.
Oh, good.
She
Great.
likes to be
I
the
love
first to
it.
comment. She cracks me up.
Yeah.
She's like,
First.
first to comment. First to comment. That used to be big, like to be
Oh,
the
yeah.
first to comment. Do you
It
remember
still
that?
is sometimes.
Where? On Tumblr?
Well, TikTok?
Oh,
Like
is
I've
that?
seen
Oh,
that like when it's a big influencer post something and
ah,
somehow
I
that comes
see.
up in my feed.
Your
It's
girl is
like,
not on the clock app because
that's okay.
she's time poor, and that
No,
would take and
it's
suck
fine.
her
I
time.
understand.
Yes, yes.
It's a lot. And that's why I make things and post them everywhere.
Yeah, and bless you for that.
Well, in a perfect world, I would have an entire marketing team that would be creating specific content for each channel. But, we're searching for that next thing.
Yes.
If you're hiring for head of marketing,
You're looking for a firecracker marketer.
hello, Jen at gmail.com. Hello, Jen Joyce. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm not even saying my.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
I
It's all
haven't had
right.
enough
That's why
coffee.
we do things live so that you can get all of our mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this is the second time doing this, and we had a great reaction to the first one. So thank you all.
Yeah.
Welcome back to our repeat viewers. Thanks, y'all. For real, for
Yes.
real.
For real, for real.
We're doing this on my channel this time because, in true collaborative style, it should be both a give and a take, and
Mm-hmm.
everyone should give as much that they get, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, ooh, sorry, my bad. As I am trying to grow my own YouTube channel, I thought this would be a great way to start it because if I don't, it will never start, and I need to do it. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So we're gonna start doing these lives every other week, fingers crossed, because life is lifing. Every other week, and we'll just go back and forth between the Making Conversation channel and the Not Bad Brit channel. So if you just follow along on our newsletters, on Blue Sky, Meta platforms, which we talked a little bit about that last week. I'm still there.
I'm still there.
It still feels bad.
It still doesn't feel
It
great.
doesn't feel right.
I'm not talking a lot there, but I'm definitely there. I would
Mhm.
say turn on your notifications. We're going to do our best to have them kind of scheduled out so you can see the previews for where they will be
Mhm.
um, scheduled to happen on which channel. And so just turn your notifications on and subscribe to us both. I mean, I'm just saying, it's pretty easy peasy. That's all I'm asking for. It's not a lot. Please
Like and subscribe.
like and subscribe. Subscribe, like, and chat. All the
And yeah,
things.
feel free to have a little chat with us in the comments as you are watching live. If you are rewatching this and you have anything to say, put them in the comments that are not live comments.
Yeah. One thing that I do love about the YouTube lives versus Instagram, which is what I used to do a lot of, is we get to retain the comments.
Mhm.
Um, Typically, it goes down in the comments, and so I like to make sure that I can see that later, and it's fun. So. With every rewatch, we will make sure that the comments are enabled for you to watch later. And if you'd like to add to the conversation or something else is pulling to you, just throw it in the comments that are going to be listed below the video. We're monitoring them. We're going to react and engage. And for y'all who are watching it live, thank you. Um, Talk amongst yourselves, and I'm like actively watching this bad boy. Okay.
Yeah. We have our eyes on the live comments.
Yes.
So if you have anything to say or would like to join in,
Mm-hmm.
you know, let it just drop it in there.
Yeah.
We're going to give you a shout out. Okay.
Absolutely.
We've got a few things to chat about
Yes, we do.
today.
Yes, we do.
We did our intro, which great.
Mm-hmm.
Love that.
Checkity check off the list.
Check. I opened up my Instagram the other day. I was this sometime this week
Mm-hmm.
and saw the announcement from Radicle Threads,
Yeah.
which is a huge loss, I think, to our community and the community at large, the maker community. Do you want to talk a little bit more about Radical Threads and
Yeah,
like what's happening
absolutely.
and yeah.
So I gotta pull it up. So give me 1 second here. So for those of you who don't know, Radical Threads is a print magazine put together by, and I want to say this right because they use a slightly different term than I typically do. BBIMP, it's Black and Brown Indigenous Melanated Peoples. So they basically created this magazine that centers people of culture, and what's typically within them are designs, knit designs, crochet designs, something culturally focused. So maybe it's an article about something. There's also like recipes that are also in those books, and they've been sold in the many different local yarn stores in the area. And uh, it was doing really well. It was great work. It was put on by I believe 3 individuals. I know it's Elizabeth of Dozen More Designs, Shoba, and I'm gonna completely butcher. There's Shoba. Um, Serendipitous Wool, and I think there was one other person, but I could be wrong.
We
Um,
can list them below.
yeah, we can list everyone below and link everything below. But they were putting together this brilliant magazine, and unfortunately it's closing.
Mhm.
Now the digital patterns will still be available on the website. Any other resources that they've created will be on the website. There's a feature of all kinds of designers that are listed on their website. It'll still be there. I have a feature on there, but this issue, the last issue, will be issue number 5. It'll be digital only. I highly recommend that you purchase it in any back ordered ones that they have as well.
Mhm.
Um, Basically, the industry and the cost of printing itself has just quadrupled. Like paper, it's expensive. It's
Mhm.
hard to create this high quality product
Mhm.
at a price um, that is easy for people to attain and at the same time have a large distribution.
Yeah.
All that comes at a price.
It's hard to be remain accessible
Yeah,
and have high quality
yeah,
print for sure.
yeah. They've also having overseas shipping costs is high, as we know. I think they're only going to get higher. I'm gonna be really honest with you. Um, and oh wow, I didn't realize this bit. There's also been the closure of their actual distributor,
Mhm.
so that is a huge blow because
Yeah.
finding another distributor is very difficult, especially in the moment when someone has closed. It leaves a
Mhm.
wide gaping hole of how are you going to fulfill that and stick to your timelines.
Yeah.
Now the owners and the operators of Radical Threads, they got lives. They also have their own businesses,
Mhm.
and I think it's really important that as business owners, when we see that things aren't working, that we make difficult choices.
Yeah.
Not everything has to be around for forever. Um, and I'm still really sad to see this one close. I mean, it's been 5 great years of doing this. So everything on their site right now, final sale and discounted, go get it. They're trying to
Mm-hmm.
liquidate their inventory because having inventory has its own costs. They've got print copies of issue number 4 and digital copies of all of their past issues. You could even go as far as to go to your local yarn store and see if they have any copies of
Mm-hmm.
any previous issues and grab those as well. Um, I do wish them the best.
Yeah.
They're both pretty amazing people and they've done some really great things in this industry, and they're one of the few people who have done the put your money where your mouth is, you know what I mean, where they saw a hole, they saw something that they wanted to do, especially after 2020, and did it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everyone has these ideas, but doing it is very, very hard, so I'm
Yeah.
very proud of them.
Yeah. I mean, when I first started working at Making, for those of you that do not know, Making was a magazine. It was a fiber arts magazine, so it had crochet, knitting, sewing patterns. Making magazine was around for 7 years. Don't quote me on that. um, but as things go, and as we see here, um, they had Ashley had the really hard decision of shutting that down for those exact reasons.
Yeah.
Not the distributor, but everything else. Everything just was getting to be so expensive that it was either bump up the prices,
Mm.
which were already at a premium at that point, or don't do it. And those are really hard spaces extremes to go from one
Yeah.
to the other. Um, and sometimes pivoting does work to online, and I hope that for them it does.
Yeah.
There were a few things that we tried to do to keep Making Magazine alive online, and unfortunately it didn't work. Um, but I do think that there are so many changes that are happening, not just in the world in the last week,
Mm.
probably within since we started this podcast episode. I
Breaking
laugh
news.
to
No, I
not
have.
cry.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
um, but I think that we're seeing ever since I think 2020, we have seen shifts in the maker industry that have been interesting and sad and exciting. And um, it's really going to be interesting to see in the next, 2, 5, 10 years how everything plays out. A lot of us have created community on Instagram.
Hmm.
Are we all going to stay there once Blue Sky, launches the photo app, sharing
It
app?
takes a lot of work to build a community, guys. It takes a lot of
It
work to be able
Oh my god,
to be
yes.
there and to be seen and
Mhm.
to find people, to be able to be loud enough that you can be heard. It's a lot. It's
Yeah.
I don't know.
I've done it several times for work
Yeah.
purposes. And I mean, it is one of my strengths is building community, but as social media changes and as just the world changes in general, it gets harder and harder to do it. And you have to really think outside the box, and
The box that is constantly changing all
the
sides.
box that's constantly changing. Yep. Um, and that kind of goes into like something that I've been thinking about a lot is um, what is the next place for us as a maker community, right? Like, I feel like there's going to be so many opportunities for in-person um gatherings that are
Hmm.
super like hyper local. um I mean, that's how I have built communities before, is
Yeah.
focusing on hyper local, and then it just kind of
It just kind of
goes from
goes.
there. um are we going to remain? I mean, I feel like there is a place that we need to remain somewhere online, because you live here in Seattle, and that's cool for both of us, but like I want to hear what Adela has to say every day,
I
and
know.
she's all the way across the freaking
I know.
country.
And whenever
I
she
want to,
posts something
yeah.
on the internet, I read it in her voice. And like last night, I was reading something she posted on Blue Sky, and I was like, "Are you in the room? Are you in the room?"
Oh
I
my
didn't even
God.
realize I was reading it in her voice
Yeah.
until like I had to look around.
Yeah. For those that don't know, Adela is Lola Bean Yarn Company, and adore that human so much. But yeah,
Yeah.
there's this, you know, we have grown so much outside of this local, um, you know, focused space within the
Hmm.
maker community to outside. I mean, um, where how do we keep that moving forward? And so, I mean, I think that that's not, we don't have the answer right
I
now,
don't have
but
the answer for that. I know what I'm hoping to do. I have
mhm,
no idea if it'll even be successful. I'm gonna be really honest.
mhm,
I'm just trying to continue to be who I am and how I am in the places that are easiest for me to show up,
mhm,
because as I've mentioned many times, I am time poor. And so I need things to be easy for me to continuously show up and to be able to avail myself to the community.
mhm.
So Discord to me is easy. Um, I've had a Discord community now for like almost 2, 3 years or something like that.
Linked below.
Link below. Join y'all. We are a riot. But
Mhm,
it has evolved with the needs of the community. Um, it has, I'll add channels to make sure that we can have the conversations we want to have. Someone, yes, just yesterday said, there's a lot of pattern test calls for like the big designers, but I'm honestly looking for the small BIPOC designer test calls. I said, please hold.
yeah,
Please hold. Rattled off like two or three immediately because I had just gotten one.
yeah,
And so I was like, you know what? I need to share these here because they do need to be seen. And tester calls are not something that we designers gatekeep. We just want people who want to be a part of it know about it.
yeah,
So if it's important for just one person in my community to be able to see it because they're not on every single list, I'm on
mhm,
a lot of lists. I'm going to try to make that easier for them. And then maybe the designer will be able to choose someone new that they don't know. And
mhm,
maybe that person also happens to look like them.
yeah,
And then they're feeling represented and they feel more community because someone who looks like them is wearing their yarn, their design,
yeah,
and that makes them proud. Like
yeah,
it's a whole tumbling effect there.
mhm,
So I'm going to continue my Discord community. I'm going to do my best to build a community with all of you here on YouTube as well, because as you could tell, I just like to talk. And I have to talk to someone because my 4-year-old knows nothing about yarn. And he does not want to talk about that. He wants to talk about ninjas. He's really into ninjas and dinosaurs and some transformers. So, and since
Oh,
I don't do amigurumi, and I never will, him and I can't talk yarn.
that's fair. Yeah. So please join Britt's Discord, like and subscribe here so Britt has someone to talk to.
Oh my God, can you imagine? I 100% will be sitting here just talking like,
Oh.
and then she said this, and girl, I have a whole conversation with myself. It will, y'all do not want that stream of consciousness. My word.
Oh, I love it. So, yeah, people are commenting how your Discord group is so lovely.
Thanks, y'all.
Yes.
Thanks, homies.
Um, yeah, I feel like Discord is something that I need to be more active on. It's again, it's the time
Mhm.
commitment, and it's, you know, I just need to do it.
Um, One of the things that I would say, if someone that you admire creates
Mhm.
a small group, which is what Discord is. Discord is basically, it is a catch-all term for being able to create small server communities. So I have a server, and within my server, I have different channels that people can talk in. You can actually do video there, you can do audio there, you can do text there. It's
Mhm.
however it is set up by the person who owns it. But not and that's held on Discord's software. It's software as a service. Uh, always a little bit tech speak when it
Yeah.
gets to you and I. And then other people have servers as well. So I'm like in like 5011 of them. So I have to be careful. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's so many great people have amazing servers, and so I can't listen to them all. I can't be in all of them, but every now and again, instead of scrolling Instagram, I go and I read what people are talking about, and I engage with people
Mhm.
instead of engaging with like images. And
Mhm.
yes, people will post and like share what they posted on Instagram there, but they're actually talking about it
Yeah.
in Discord. We're
Yeah.
having conversation about it. And I find that to be a little bit more fulfilling. Will I still go to Instagram and like it and comment on it and heart it
Yeah.
and share it? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to also help them and, feed that machine.
Yeah.
But, it's
That is
another
one thing that
place.
I miss about, or that I don't, that is missing
Mhm.
from a place like Instagram, and that hopefully like Blue Sky will provide something like that. Is like, can we marry um these things together a little bit more? I think the discoverability of
Mhm.
Instagram hasn't been there for so long. It used
Yes.
to be so good though.
Yes. It used to be, oh man, you could I had friends all around the world, right?
Hmm.
When it came to Instagram. And
Yeah.
now they've either left because of foolishness or they're no longer active because it became so disheartening for them to to perform on Instagram,
Hmm.
to make reels and do things that made them feel uncomfortable. And then when they did these
Hmm.
things, they didn't get the feedback that they were looking for, or
Yeah.
they didn't get the same reach, or you didn't see it. I
Hmm.
Every time I open up Instagram now, typically just see the same people's stuff.
Yeah.
And I follow a lot of people.
Hmm.
So I
Yeah.
should have a more diverse
So I think that if
thing.
there's a way to have like a Discord that has discoverability, let's freaking go.
You know what? I'm gonna be really honest with you. There is a way for you to discover other Discords. There is an actual directory of them. And so
Okay.
that is a thing that is
Well,
there.
then
A lot
I
of
will.
Discords, I will say, are private.
Got
So
it.
it's because Discord was created within the gaming community. And that can have its own struggles of
Mm-hmm.
toxicity. And
Mm-hmm.
so a lot of them are private.
Yeah. Oh, my mom's here. Hi, mom.
Hey.
She made it, y'all. Sheila is in the house.
Hey y'all.
And Megan. Hello, Megan. Oh, hopefully I will see you at the next Stitch and Poke. Speaking of local uh community things,
Yeah.
we both host a local craft night here in Seattle,
Hmm.
maker night, or day. I guess mine is during
Yours
the
during the
day.
day, which is why I can never go.
Sorry.
Say.
The last Saturday of every month, grab your whip and head to Tailwind Cafe, which is a part of Good Weather. Good Weather is a bicycle a cafe basically, and Tailwind is the cafe part of it. Anyways, 12 to 3, last Saturday of every month. We are out there knitting, crocheting. There's been embroidery. People have been stitching on quilts.
Whoa.
There has been drawing, there has been painting,
Getting it done.
just lots of different people. So if you're in the Seattle area and you would like to come hang out, please do.
Yes.
Um,
I have
so,
my own.
mm-hmm,
I every third Thursday, I'm at the Rubens Brewery location in Fremont. And I do that from, I'm like, what time am I there? I'm there from 5 to 7. No, six
six
to
to eight.
eight. 6 to 8. Okay, so look. So I show up at like 5:30 and Angel is there at like 4:30. So
Perfect.
I love that Angel's always there. We get a nice little quick chat, little
Yeah.
hangout, and that's it. And Angel's watching Hey Girl Hey. But yeah, we sit and we knit, we crochet, we craft. I've seen
Angel's like 6 to 8.
6 8. Thank you. She knows. She knows better than me.
Yeah.
And we do whatever if you can fit on a table and you want to do it, you can do it. You can show up and do nothing. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter. If you just want to be around some people and have some social time, that's also fine. What's really important is that we're just there in community together, just
Mhm.
chatting it up. In this, when it's warm, we're
Yeah.
outside. It's
Yeah, it's really
lovely,
nice.
but it's not. So we will be inside.
Yeah, we had some crazy snow this week.
Oh my,
So,
well,
anyways,
no, no, no. You can't call it crazy snow because what it was is it was sad snow for people who know snow. I want to be very clear.
it was very sad snow.
It was sad snow because it didn't last more than 12 hours.
Right. Basically, we would go to sleep and wake up, and there would be lots of snow on the ground, and then it would melt, and then we would go to sleep and
Mhm.
wake up, and it's like, okay, we're done. I'm done.
But what's most important is that Seattle Public Schools called it a snow day, which really disturbed my regular week. You know what I mean? Like I had to go and
Mhm.
do those things.
I mean,
Yarn
it was good
Armor
for
is saying,
me.
oh, I bet it was.
My partner Daniel was just hung out here with me, and we hung out.
It's not fair.
I mean, he worked, but
Yeah, there was no
please,
working done in my
Garfield
house.
High School, please do not. I just want to make sure that you know that Garfield High School, he was working.
Doing his JLB. Yarn Armor is mentioning that there's no craft groups around them. This is what I say.
Oh.
Virtual is lovely if you can,
Mhm.
which I know you know this because um, she's in a bunch of them.
Mhm.
And sometimes you just got to start your own. I mean, sometimes you got to put yourself out there and go on a
Mhm.
local group on whatever bulletin board you can find yourself on and say, hey, I'm looking to do this with some people. I'm going to be
Mhm.
here at this time doing this thing. If you're around, join me.
Yeah.
Whenever we are doing our craft night at Rubens, people come by and they're like, oh my God, are you
Yeah.
doing yarn things?
Are you knitting?
Oh
Are
my
you
God.
crocheting?
Oh my God. I was like,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Do you do this here? I'm like, yeah, it's craft night.
Yeah.
You can come hang out with us
Yeah.
next time.
I put mine, it's not mine. It's ours. It's
Ours.
called Stitch and Poke. That's the name of the group. Which actually started before the pandemic where we met every Monday night, and that makes me feel tired now to think about meeting every Monday night. But like all of us had at least one tattoo, so we called it Stitch and Poke. Is like,
That's cute.
stick and poke, stitching, poke, blah 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 blah. You get it. You get it.
It's enough to remember.
I put it on The Stranger, which is a local website. They have like an events page where you can just add
You
something on.
you can do
They
that.
do, yeah.
I need to do that.
The more you know. Um, just to sing at least once.
Mm.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that they have somebody or something approve it so
Mm.
that it's not some crazy thing. But yeah,
Yes.
crafting in the wild.
Hmm.
Yes.
I'm always crafting in the wild.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this: while my event is at a brewery, there are non-alcoholic options,
Yes.
as well as non-beer options, and there's food. So we
The
typically have
fries are
dinner there.
really good.
The fries are really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons I did it is because I love Rubens. I've been a big fan of Rubens since I first had their beer over 10 years ago. And I'm always at their brewery, and I'm always at their brewery crocheting anyway.
Yeah.
So
Well, and surprise, surprise, you like to support the local community.
yeah, and surprise, surprise, they're BIPOC owned. So a lot of people don't know. But
Love it.
yeah, the owner, the one of the co-owners is, I believe she's Korean.
Love it.
Hmm.
Very
It
good.
just fell right into my lap.
Hmm. Perfect. Perfection.
I will be
The
honest, we
universe
have
was like,
gone
hello.
so far off book of what we said we were going to talk
Yeah,
about
it's
today,
fine. But
which I
let's
love.
get back on.
Let's
And
get back
why
on
don't
it.
you talk about what you're working on right now?
Yes. Okay. So in the last video, I was also working on the same thing. So this is a second sample of my first publicly, it will be actually released sweater. Now, I would like to say many things about this huge milestone. Your girl has spent a lot of money trying to learn how to design garments because size inclusivity is important. And I
Mhm.
have this body and I'm trying to make things that fit multiple bodies because all my friends come in the best shapes and sizes. So I have designed 4 different sweaters. I've released 0. And so There's a lot of
Honesty
pressure. Look,
hour.
okay, well,
Okay.
I'll get into the pressures of garment and sweater designing later, but this one has a release date of May 6th. And I made some changes to it before I get it to a tech editor, but it's getting there. She's cute. She fits well. She's
She's
lovely. She's made with
cute.
bad sheep yarn.
I love
Um,
the display and shimmy.
yeah, well, you know,
That's what you
we,
gotta
we
you
like
gotta
to
do.
we like to give a little show.
I feel like
Um,
is shimmy part of the name of the sweater?
it doesn't have a name. It's
Well,
right now, and its document is called KBB Raglan. Um,
the shimmy
the,
the shimmy shimmy
the
raglan.
shimmy and shake. But really great news is it's fully graded. That was a beast. But not only is it fully graded, I have officially written everything, all the words and the numbers associated with this pattern. And so I've been afraid to do that for 2 weeks, but I did it. Thank you, Lori, for making sure that I did it. Lori of Lori Designs, that's my girl. Um, it's basically my. She makes sure that I do the things that I say I'm going to do.
Nice.
And everyone needs someone to push them along.
Oh,
So
yeah.
now my next step is to get this to a tech editor, which is going to be pretty easy. I know exactly who I'm reaching out to. Erin of Yarn Matter. Your girl, I'm coming for you. I'm gonna need you to help me with this. But yeah, I'm really proud of it. I'm working on the body right now. Just going, around and around and around and around. Um, and this is my second version of it. So this is just, I needed to prove the concept of the compound raglan shaping. And I believe that I've done that. It fits well. I also recently got this mannequin that it's like a real dress form where you can change the sizes. And so it's my size instead of this 28-inch bust person that does not exist in my household. So, because I would put this on
Nor
it and I'm
here.
like, she looks huge. This thing looks huge on this little itty bitty mannequin.
Yeah.
And now this looks like body size. And I'm
Yeah.
much happier. Like,
Love it.
I think it's gonna help me size my shawls better as well because I'll be able to see it on a larger body or like, a body of real
Just
shape.
like, yeah, like a regular person.
Yeah. I would like to, just, like a mid-sized human
human.
at the very least.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think I'll be able to design shawls better with that information too. So
I
that's
love
really,
it.
really nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but that's what your girl's working on.
Oh my
We
gosh.
got
Okay,
we got a new
so
bag, so she fits in a really cute new
oh,
bag.
I love it. What is this yarn? What is the color?
This yarn is from Bad Sheep Yarn, and it is worsted weight, and the color is called Starry Night, and the color is currently not available. Yeah.
Wah, wah.
Look, we design with stuff with what we got, okay?
Well, yeah. And you know what? It just shows that variegated yarn or wait, variegated. Yeah. Yes. That yarn is gonna look really nice no matter what.
Yeah. So my other version is
My
also
brain just broke. Did
it
you
did.
all see that?
I let it restart, but I watched it and it was fun.
My ADHD said, "Hi, we're here."
Don't forget us.
Yeah.
The first version that I made is also made with Bad Sheep yarn, and it is made with what is that color called? She real purple. She cute. Nope, I don't remember, but it's a purple. It's Eclipse.
My brain
And
breaking is just it's
yeah,
a word.
it's catching.
It's hopped
It's
over to you.
catching.
I'm sorry.
It's catching. But yeah, I'll put the link to Bad Sheep Yarn in the notes here. They're great. I love them.
Yeah. And keep an eye out for Britt
Oh, you gonna
releasing
know when this coming out. You gonna know because I need y'all to buy this. Okay.
Yeah. We will all know. We will all be talking about it.
Yeah. It'll be a big thing.
It's gonna be everywhere.
Yeah. But I want to get it in testing as soon as possible. Yes, I test my patterns. If you're interested in being a pattern tester, there'll be a link down below how to do that. If you don't want to wait for that, you can go to notbadbrit.com and just like sign up because it's there. Yeah, I'm excited to test this. I'm thinking 8 weeks should be enough time, but I'm gonna probably do like 10.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be cute.
Woohoo.
I'm very proud of that. Can I share one other thing that I'm really proud of?
Please.
Yes.
We love this.
I completed my business taxes
Da, 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 da.
ahead of time. Now, why this is important is because for some reason, Washington wants me to pay them quarterly. They want my pennies too
Yeah.
often. They want my pennies too much. And I'm like, look, you can have these 14 cents, right? Like, it won't even
Yeah.
clear, but whatever. But yes, I went through and did all of my last year's taxes because um, I need to. And
Yeah.
they need their
It's
sales
good
tax.
to just get it over with.
And I'm not the best at, bookkeeping. And so this forced me to sit down and
Mhm.
reevaluate my bookkeeping practices as a small business owner.
Look at that.
And there were some lovely revelations in that
Yeah.
information about, which patterns were great. Y'all really liked Winter Waves wrap. Thank y'all.
Yes.
And which patterns weren't. There are some that y'all don't like. Heard.
Or they haven't heard about it yet and they're just hearing about it
A little bit of
now.
both.
And
You're
they're going
not
to go to
wrong.
your website
Yeah,
and
you're
they're
not
going to
wrong.
purchase
You're not
them.
wrong. We talked about last time how I'm super good at not promoting myself.
Yeah. So
Um,
Britt is really good at promoting everybody else.
Literally
So
everybody else.
everybody else, get on promoting Britt.
Okay.
You're
Oh
welcome.
yeah. Yeah. I'll
Yeah.
get there. Yeah, my Discord ripped me a whole new one. They were like, "Ma'am, share yourself more." It's
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but have you seen this one? Talia just put up this new one. I can't not do it. It's fine. But those are the
That's
things
okay.
that I'm super proud of. I have a little something else to share with you, but I'll wait until later. Yeah,
Ooh.
it's down there.
Oh my God. Oh, like later in this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Stick around.
Maybe if we get to it, it's not that
Yeah, I
important,
know.
but
Well,
it's fun.
but I mean,
It's
it's real pretty.
it's really nice.
Um okay, so I feel like I've been working on this sweater for 5 years.
You kind of have.
I have. It's fine. I put it down for the winter because who wants to be. We're at the portion of this where I'm annoyed with how large the sweater is because I have to.
Oh, move things around. Okay, so about that, I heard that people have been making their sleeves before their body and their sweaters so that they don't have to go like this and like move so much stuff as they're doing their
I did
sleeves.
not think of.
And quick tip, it affects the fit. So if you do the yoke and then the sleeves, because it kind of like it pulls in a different way, and of course your neck ribbing if that's what you're doing, because your neck is going to like cinch it up a little bit. You will have a better fit when you're doing the body. Now I say that I am doing the body. However, when I'm done with these two balls of yarn, because your girl is alternating, you should alternate your hand dyed skeins, girl. Just do it.
Alternate, yes.
Alternate them.
That
It's super easy
is,
in crochet. It's
yeah.
not even that hard. Um, Once I'm done with these two, I'm going to start working on the sleeve. For that exact reason, I'm going to try it out. I almost wrote the pattern to do exactly that, to do yoke, sleeve, neck ribbing, body. I think because we're used to splitting for sleeves and like doing the connection there, we just
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah.
But in reality, you could just put that on hold
Yeah.
or work a little bit and then you could work sleeves. I don't know. What do you have y'all
Oh
seen
my
this?
gosh.
Y'all have seen this. Tell me in this here chat thing on the side if you've ever just done, you know, the yoke, got to the sleeve split, splitty, and then did the arms. And I want to know like how did that work out for you?
Yeah.
I know
Was
that
that easier? Was that?
yeah, I mean, I feel like when I'm like you're talking about the weight of it and everything, you're
Mhm.
turning it around. And that's
Yeah.
why Sleeve Island is just like
Yeah. I've been on Sleeve Island for a while. Please send help.
an SOS.
SOS.
Send coffee.
So this is from the Amy Gilles, Neons and Neutrals.
It's like so
I know
one
their
part of
mama.
her name is French, not the title.
Neons and Neutrals. Amy of Lobby and Amy. I purchased this book a while ago at La Mercerie on Bainbridge Island.
Mhm.
Shout out.
Just
It was at the old spot that I bought
oh,
this.
oh, okay, the
Hmm.
little, I do like the little spot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But the new spot is amazing. Definitely
it
go
is
check
one.
it
Yeah,
out.
you should.
Okay. It is called the
Viera, Vider. Oh no, do not come for me. It
I'm so glad I'm not the only one.
Viderira. There is not a pronunciation in here, but it's cute.
Mm-hmm.
It's a hood and pockets.
Well, the hood I did not do.
Oh,
Um,
rude.
well, no, because you can. There's an option with no hood,
Oh, okay.
and I wanted to be
Oh,
able
it
to
just
wear this like a casual throw on cardigan, like having like a band shirt and like jeans and just like
it does
boop.
say right here that it is in fact optional.
Okay. Well, thank you for confirming. Okay, I'm gonna clip this here.
This is why I clipped it because I need these
No, I know.
hands.
But the thing is I'm so afraid that my hair is
Oh,
gonna rub against the mic. So
I
if
don't
it
have
ends
that.
up getting like
A little pitchy.
weird or my necklaces are too tinkly, please just tell me in the just say, please take that off of your shirt and hold it again. Okay. So we are on sleeve 2. Let me tell you. I am
do love
ready.
the designs in this book are so pretty. It's not fair.
Okay. Here we are. Just imagine. Oh, I'm covering the microphone. I'm so sorry.
I
See,
did
this
that
is
earlier
why.
when I put this to my body, and I don't know what that sounded like. So I hope that
Here.
was it.
All right.
Thank you for the faux comment. I'm getting a haircut later, and I decided instead of looking bummy that I would pick her out. And now I'm like, oh, I
That's
kind of
cute.
like a
No, it's real cute.
yeah. Black History Month, everybody.
So, anyways, this is where we're at.
Okay,
I'm very excited
I'm
about it.
trying to see.
This
And
is going to be a pocket.
It's in Tarja, right?
Yes.
That's going to be a pocket.
Yeah.
All the way up there?
Well, I mean, this is not laying correctly on me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. It's a long pocket, but it's like to the side. It's like a boop.
Oh, I
Mhm,
see.
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
The designer who designs this, I'm pretty sure I follow them.
Carefully take this off.
And yeah, because you don't want to drop anything. And I love their designs. They're typically oversized. You're so funny.
All right.
But I'm gonna link this particular design at the bottom there so you guys can see it.
Yeah. And it's in the neons and neutrals, but I also know that it just was released individually.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, typically when you're in a book like this or a magazine, there's a period of time where your individual pattern cannot be sold individually. It's, it's good business practice. But yeah, it does look like Amy.
It does look like Amy. Your color choice. Those are the lobby enemy. Those are Amy's colors.
Oh, so Amy was at La Mercerie.
Yeah.
For when I purchased this book.
Yeah.
And she had this as a sample. And I tried it on in these colors and I was like, I'm going to make that someday. And then when we were at VKL, not this last VKL, but before, making conversation, the podcast had a little part in the Brooklyn General Store booth.
That's right.
Which also had Amy as a guest there. And as they were setting up, they pulled out this kit. Do not ask me how much it was. And I did not ask either until I said, here's my credit card. And then I was like, oop, yeah, that's worth it though, because this yarn is delicious.
I've lost my hook.
Oh no. We're a hot mess. I've got yarn wrapped around me.
I found it. I was really responsible and I put it right back in here. Okay, so on the
I feel like I'm a part of a game show.
Okay, please allow me to distract you from that. On the topic of Lobby Enemy, they're having a huge warehouse sale right now. Did you know about this?
Yes.
So you just reminded me that top that I was wearing last year when we did the fashion show for Amy.
Yes.
I need to buy that yarn.
Yes.
Because I was looking for an excuse to buy yarn.
Yes.
because I did want to make that exact one in those
Mm-hmm.
exact colors, but I loved it so much. And yeah, so I've already shopped that sale, and it's only gotten better and better
Mm-hmm.
as time has gone
Yeah.
by. So, I mean, this is why I have this, because I,
It's a good one.
one of the things that I wanted to do while I was at Vogue was buy bags, but I was too busy to buy bags because I have things in all kinds of places in my house that don't have their own like container. So I needed
Mm-hmm.
to be more organized. So I was making an active decision to do that. And so I did that. I bought this pouch. It's huge. It fits a sweater. It fits a bunch of yarn. There's pockets because I need my stuff to have pockets,
Mm-hmm.
because
Yeah.
we deserve that. But I also
We just.
stretch. Are you ready? It's,
Oh. Oh
this
God.
is ridiculous. So when you're on the site, you can't actually tell how big things are. And I bought a big thing, and I didn't know it was a big thing. It didn't have a big price, but it was a big thing. So I bought this really big sack.
It's so good. I love it. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, it's like really cute. It's just
Really
like
cute.
really cute
It's
tote.
yeah, it's like almost like a ribbed
Yeah, it's
tote
no, I think it's a canvas.
material.
I think it's a
Oh, it's a
canvas.
canvas. Okay.
But it
It
has
also has
pockets on
pockets.
the inside all around the perimeter,
That's just so
and it's just
important.
really really deep.
Yeah.
So it's kind of one of those bags if you're someone who does like baskets around their house full of yarn, this is really great for it.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
But I couldn't like go and not buy yarn as well. So what I did do is I
Mhm.
bought some wandering flock yarn from, La Pianami, like
Ooh,
like a ridiculous person.
I love it.
Um,
Gorge.
I enjoy Geraldine's yarn quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I am working with some of it right now, and I've been looking at this base for a while. Um, and these colors were
So
just so soft, and
fluffy.
I think I want to make one of those shallow scarves that people are like, are these out? Are these in? It's like, I don't care. I just want one because it's soft on the skin.
Yeah.
And then make this be the main color and have this be like the border around it and just be really, really soft. I don't do a lot of
So
soft
it's
stuff.
worsted Aran weight.
It's Aran weight. It's a blown tube. So basically, it's a cotton tube, and they blow in alpaca and wool, and that's why it has this halo that you probably
Mm,
cannot see, but it's
wow.
a bit fuzzy. But what's really great about the Wandering Flock yarn is that they get all of their bases specialty milled. So her
Oh yeah.
DK, so so soft. Like
Mm-hmm.
I work with a lot of yarn. That DK makes no sense. And I've never felt anyone else's DK based that way. And
Yeah.
like, I'm one of those weird people that knows where people get the yarn from. And like, that is a specialty mill. I
Mm-hmm.
can tell.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Love it.
it was
You have
fantastic.
other things
I
in
have
here.
other things in here. Should I show these other things?
Maybe quickly.
Yeah.
Only because we are running out of time.
We are running out of time. Okay. Well, that's fine. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
Ooh,
I'm
see
gonna wait.
you in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
See you in two
See you in
weeks.
2 weeks. It'll be in a different state in 2 weeks,
Perfect. No,
because
that's
it'll
great.
be all wound up and some of it will be used.
I love
But
it.
it's kind
That's
of a
even better.
surprise. Not really a surprise, but it'll be something that I talk about later. How about that?
There we go.
Because I've got all
Perfect.
kinds of things going on these days. What else we got?
Let's talk about the Black History Month make along.
Yeah. So Liz of the Black Knitter, you can find her at the Black Knitter everywhere. She's putting together a Black History Month make along. It's open to anybody really, any kind of crafter, and you just make something, whether it's with something that is dyed by a Black indie dyer using a pattern from a Black designer, um, anything really. And so she's hosting it on her Discord. If you were a newsletter, not bad Brit newsletter subscriber, you already know about this because you opened it. You read the whole thing to the top to the
Yes.
bottom, from the rooter to the tutor, and you clicked all the links. And one of the links that you clicked was to Liz's Discord.
I am stuck on
Had
from
you
the
never
rooter to
heard
the
from the rooter to the tutor? It's like from snout to tail, but it's funny.
Yes, but it's funny. The rooter to
From
the
the rooter to the
tutor.
tutor.
Okay,
Top
well,
down.
get ready to hear that if you know me in real life.
I am I will not
Beautiful.
apologize. Yes.
No, never.
Um, I think it's really important that we have these opportunities to have these make alongs that center Black makers and Black people in the industry. I do not believe that we need to have these things only within the month of February. It is the shortest month of the year.
Correct.
And I believe that we should be celebrating makers of color throughout the entire year.
Correct.
However, when there is an opportunity to center it and someone else is putting it on, that is not me because your girl is booked and busy and tired. I love to uplift that because it takes work to hold space. It takes work to manage a make along, and I'm so grateful for Liz for doing it. And the few people that have shown up in that Discord and have said, "Hey, Brett sent me." Bless you. Bless you. I'm glad. I'm glad that
Blessings.
you're there. And even if you're just there to hang out and to support everyone else, that's great. Supporting people looks so differently these days. You can just be there, and that's
Mm-hmm.
being supportive.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe that Liz has some prizes that she's planning on giving out as well. So definitely contact her about that. I will have the link to that Discord in the comments below as well in the description. In the meantime, you can contact her via Instagram and follow her and be a part of her story and her journey and continue to support Black makers.
Yes. Happy Black History Month. And everyone, yes, I agree. It should be all of the time.
I saw something on the internet the other day and I was like, oh. Basically, they said, if you are out here asking me for like Black, whatever it is, authors, artists, whatever, what you're saying is that you don't follow any,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because for me, buying Black and supporting Black people isn't something that I even have to make a conscious decision to do. I just do it
Mm-hmm.
because I've already been following these businesses, been caring about those particular things. My feed is full of people of color because that's what
Mm-hmm.
I want to see, um, of all colors, of everybody. I
Mm-hmm.
follow everybody,
Yeah.
um, and I found that really poignant that they said that because
Yeah.
this is the time of year I get these questions about like where can I find more Black people, and it's like, well, I've just have my eyes open,
Yeah.
and when I see something cool and they happen to be Black, I follow them. Like there's I don't get it. It's
Yeah.
so hard.
Don't, you can also do your own research.
Yeah.
Don't ask.
Labor.
Yes. Don't ask, just do,
Yes. Yes.
especially during this month.
And the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And
No,
the
I
rest of the
mean,
year.
we all have, we all can search the internet. And I think, especially after what happened in 2020, there are 10 gajillion million more resources that are so easy to Google. So please do not ask um, any Black person about things. Just Google it.
Just about things. We are
Not,
closed
yeah.
to business. Black folks are closed.
Only ask Britt about how to buy her patterns.
I mean, word.
Yeah.
I mean, word. I mean, here's where it comes down to it. You can, okay, for first of all, I just want to say in general, there is this thing called a Black bias on the internet. So if sometimes if you search and you add Black to it, you're gonna get like white people with Black hair. It irritates the living crap out of me.
Hmm.
But it's I had to put Black in front of any GIF if I wanted the Black person to be in a GIF. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of an issue, but whatever. Okay, so here's the thing. If you're here, I assume that you already want to be supporting Black people. I assume that. If not, because like that's what this is about.
Hmm.
I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to share with you people of color here. That's what I do. I've been doing it from the start. I've been doing it since I was a child. Like this is just kind of the thing that I do.
Hmm.
So naturally, that doesn't mean that all of my newsletters are full of only people of color. Like I got friends that are white. My husband
Hmm.
is white. Like,
Hi.
you know
Have
what
you met me?
I know. Hello, hello, my good friend. Hello, my good friend. But what's important to me is it's still I provide a balanced experience,
Hmm.
and I want underrepresented people to be represented more. So I provide opportunities for that to happen. That's what I do. Um,
Mhm.
Following people who do that means that you will always be exposed to people of color.
Yeah.
Like if if it's important to you to shop from people of color, that's an easy way to do it. If it's important to you to shop from a queer person, maybe follow and engage with them, and I'm sure they're going to show you other people in the industry that are queer.
Hmm.
It's easy to do
Yeah.
without having to ask.
Don't ask black people.
We're
They're
closed.
closed.
We're closed. Not really, but like
Yeah.
it's really funny though.
But just do a Google. Just do a Google.
Out to lunch.
Just do a Google.
Oh my god.
Okay. Before we, is there anything? Okay, what happened?
Wait. Yarn Armor says, I would love to see your Myers Briggs. You sound like a champion. You can call me a champion all day. That sounds great.
Okay. Well, maybe next time we share our Myers Briggs.
Are those the
I've never done
archetype
that.
things?
I think so.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe.
I did have ChatGPT like go through some things that I've written and it gave me some archetypes and it was like on point.
Oh,
I
wow.
felt really good about that because it just
Oh,
meant that it confirmed what I'm trying to say and I'm
yes.
saying it. So I
Yeah.
was feeling good.
That's great.
Yeah,
Oh,
we should do Myers Briggs next time.
yeah.
That's great.
I
Thank
know.
you for the idea. We're totally doing that.
Now I'm terrified.
I know.
Okay. Um so was there anything else about the Black History Make Along that you wanted to throw out
Join it.
there? Well, yeah.
Buy some patterns for some black people,
Hmm.
like all the time.
Yeah.
Not just this month, but like
Yarn, patterns.
next time.
Yeah. Supplies.
Yeah. If you have,
All of
if
that.
you're like, hey, I'm looking for a pattern that does A, B, C, and D, I'm likely going to suggest to you a maker of color first. You're welcome to pop in my Discord and ask the question.
Hmm. Okay, so you can ask one, two things.
You can ask the, well, also my community themselves are like-minded in that
Yeah.
same way.
Yeah.
And so that's what you're there.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So one thing that we talked about wanting to do moving forward when we are chatting live
Hmm.
is um, highlighting a person or business in our community that is doing good,
Hmm.
because there's a lot of bad.
Hmm.
Again, probably since we started this
Hmm.
podcast,
Don't
who
check the
knows?
news.
I know. So, I wanted to shout out Seattle Yarn, which is a
Mm.
local yarn shop in West Seattle. And they are doing a few different things. One is as of 2025, they will be donating 1% of net proceeds quarterly to a nonprofit, mutual aid, or charitable organization that is doing good work locally or nationally. They're looking to create a possible like roundup or add on when you make purchases.
Love
But
that.
as of right now, they have chosen their donations to go to Lambda Legal,
Mhm.
and they work in both courts and in government policy advocacy to defend the rights of the LGBTQ plus community and people with HIV. And yeah, just as they say here, this is particularly critical in this moment.
Yes, absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely.
100%. So if you are looking for yarn and you fall upon Seattle Yarn either in person or on the internet,
They have an
you know,
online store.
yeah.
So, one of the ways I would also like to shout out the fact that Destiny, who owns the store, is BIPOC. What's up, girl?
Yeah.
Um, One of the ways that you can support brands that are doing good stuff, especially local yarn stores, particularly, is shopping their online store, giving them a reason to send you yarn that you already were going to need anyway.
Mhm,
I highly encourage you to do that at their store, and I believe
mhm.
it's just seattleyarn.com.
It is.
Great, great.
Correct. SeattleYarn.com. They're also doing a warm clothing drive.
Cool.
It's only through February 14th, but I think the thing that I wanted to point out here is that they're working with Wash Masks Mutual Aid. Um, so it is, let's see, oh, so it the which Wash Masks Mutual Aid supports Washington farm workers and their families, which again typically immigrants,
Hmm.
doing that amazing work. And um, I think that when everything is burning down around us, as it is currently, um, looking to local mutual aids, your local community is always a good place to start.
Yep.
We talked about this a little bit last time, and with the political chaos that's happening and every single thing that's being thrown at us every day, it can feel debilitating to even do one thing. And that's what they want. They don't want us to do anything. So starting local is always a good first step. Um, there's
Help.
also fivecalls.org. There's a few different things that will help jumpstart you in going in the right direction, because I think right now we're all very tired, but that again, that's what they want. And so it to support our community, um not just the maker community, but the community, in general, start local. It makes it easy to
You can have
at
the
least have a
biggest.
smaller
You can have the
focus.
biggest impact in your local community.
Hmm.
Biggest impact.
Yep.
So go do it.
Yeah. Go do it.
Go do
All
it.
right. Well,
Okay. I think that's it. Thank you for finding that, by the way. We'd like to encourage all of you to find something positive in your community.
yeah.
Please share it with us.
Oh my gosh, drop it below. If
Yeah.
if there's somebody within it doesn't necessarily have to be maker related, but if there is somebody in the maker community that is doing something super awesome to support anything right now.
Anything. Anything
um
positive
Anything positive.
that has a positive outcome
Yes.
in this world.
Yes.
Positivity? Thank you.
Yes. Uh
That could have backfired terribly.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I
know
mean,
what?
if you've been around long enough, you know what our values are.
Yeah.
And I don't think that people who don't agree with us are here any longer. But if you are, goodbye. No.
I'm not here to change your mind, but I'm here to talk mine.
Yeah.
So
Anyways, if you hear of anything awesome happening locally in your community or within the maker community at large, whether it's a business or an individual maker, please comment it below. I would love to see everything. If you are a maker who is doing something to give back to the community or a business and you want us to give you a shout out on future episodes, you can comment below. You can send me an email at hq@makingco.com, or find one of us on Instagram
all the places.
or Blue Sky and send us a DM. We'll link all of this below at some point in the next few days. But yeah, thanks for joining us, everyone.
I really appreciate it.
Make sure that you subscribe to Britt's channel, because some cool stuff's going to be happening. We're going to be live here sometimes. Britt's going to be doing more things here.
Yes.
And then, of course, the Making Conversation podcast channel will be linked below. But if you search Making Conversation podcast, you will be able to find it through that search.
And I'd like to remind you all, this now's a great time to go ahead and just like the stream. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. It does help out. Let me know if you enjoyed this or not. It's a good feedback mechanism there. But yeah, this is the time that I have to leave to go pick up my child. Time poor. But that's it. Hey, remember at the end of the last one how there was a delay?
Yes.
So we have no idea how to change that. So what we're gonna do is Jen's gonna hit the button. Hit the button, Jen. It's not even
Okay.
gonna stop.
It's not even going to stop yet.
Yeah, we don't think it's gonna stop. So it's over. I think it's over and it's done. Or maybe or not. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see what it does.
Yay!
I'm pretty sure it's over. That thing says that it's done. Look, let's see what happens.